What is going on, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back once again here with Soundhead Entertainment, returning to BeamNG for a little bit more monster truck mayhem in the style of Monster Jam here, taking it back to about 2008 here in Houston at Reliance Stadium, home of the Houston Texans, who I'm not even going to make fun of. That's just not even a fair fight, but I will make fun of the Astros, who play around here somewhere. Hell, you can probably hear them banging on the trash cans from here if you listen close enough. You can hear them over that monster truck engine. We are going to give a little bit of something to the Texans out there watching. We're going to start this show off with the hometown hero. King Crunch is going to go crunch up the track first, and he's the first of 14 trucks that we have lined up here today for a little hybrid style show. We're going to do some with the external cameras and some of me just playing the game kind of old school style. So let's get to it. All right, let's get this kicked off right with King Crunch heading out first for the home show. We'll keep it simple as we start with a little sky wheelie over the cars, actually, and then a combo slap wheelie out of it. Not too bad. All while I'm doing that with one hand, basically, because I'm hitting the start timer button on my phone and still lining it up for the stacks, ladies and gentlemen. Who else could do this? Literally anybody who tries. But we got the sky wheelies on lock. That's what matters. We got a wheelie machine. And hopefully, if I'm any good at editing, I'll have slipped a pretty nifty-looking clock somewhere on screen for you to see our time evaporate before our very eyes as I'm going over the pyramids with power. I'm going to drop some more on this. Whoa, that might be too much. Spying check on the back tailgate there. We got a real powerful message on the tailgate here, too. We sure won't tailgate. We sure will not. We're going to not forget about this middle area either. We're going to get some sweet air off the back end of that. We'll crush that van down a little bit should we have to go soaring over it later, which I think we will. And that little van stack right there that I just crushed, this one right here, is the only one that I added to start, but we'll add some more stuff later, and I think this bus is all that's left, so let's make an impact on it. We did. We walked it right over top of it. That was nice. And now we got about 20 seconds left. I think we got to go big. We got to go for the big one. We got to try to fly. We got to go. Oh, we did it, too. We just kissed the top of the van. That was sweet. And now let's finish it off with a donut. You want to talk about sweet? Let's just spin one out here. Cyclone time. If I can get a cyclone going. Oh, I'm going to flip it over. There we go. Spin-a-rooney's more accurate. Pretty much right as the clock expires, too. You can't beat that. Lost the body panel. Tis but a scratch. I'm going to save the guy in the loader some trouble here today, and I'll just do this the old-fashioned way here. All right. It still fires up. It still runs. I do a little bit more. Maybe we'll just rev it up and we'll take it back to the pits. I'll call that a job well done. King Crunch has warmed up the fans. We'll have 13 more trucks to come, so it's not like they're going to be getting cold anytime soon, but we got to go switch trucks. And how about for the second run of the show, we'll use a truck that is near and dear to our hearts now more than ever. Of course, this is the late, great Scott Hartsock's Gunslinger coming out to do some damage. We're going to have to launch this thing in honor of our guy. We're locked, cocked, and ready to rock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. Here, we'll whack the ambulance stack, and that's how we'll get this thing started. We will get the clock rolling with that. And for the next 90 seconds, Gunslinger is to be slinging, and that is what we shall do. Right over top of the bus, totally cleared the thing, and right into a wheelie. I'm going to ride all the way to the end of the stadium. Come on. That was beautiful. You're not going to find a much better slap wheelie than that. That was textbook, and I'm going to go over this Ford symbol and power me up right over top of the pyramid. That thing should act like a Mario, you know, that'll help you get over the stacks, those little mushroom power-ups. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I didn't play a lot of Nintendo, so you got to help me out here in the comments below, but we need power-ups in BeamNG. That's what I just realized. As we're flying over the crush cars, landing in the end of the racing lane. Those racing lane ramps count as an obstacle. I guess we got to start working those in, too, if we want to technically hit everything. I want to hit that van and let it know that I am indeed a 10,000-pound monster. Don't get too comfortable when you see us just go flying over top of you. We will run you down. I'm going to run down this ramp and see what happens. Absolutely nothing. All right. I did kind of come with that one backwards. Maybe we'll try the other side in a minute here. But should we try just soaring it? There we go. That's the Gunslinger I know. Airing it out. Here, we'll try airing it out on this ramp right here, too. Why don't we? Let's see if I can clear it with a not even full throttle. Couldn't really get much of anything going there. All right, fair enough. Oh, hold on. We're going over. I lost my bumper. I got back on the wheels. And right into a wheelie. Right as the clock expires again. That would score incredible points if I was actually keeping track of points. We got more of a whose line is it anyway, nothing matters approach to this whole thing going on. But how about this? You guys in the comments down below, you score these runs, you keep track of them if you want to, and leave it as a comment. Maybe we'll even do a straw poll. We gotta go get the next truck. Let me know who wins. It sounds kind of unbelievable to say because this is only 2008, but I'm getting some sweet, sweet nostalgia hits off this era of truck show. And one of the trucks giving me the biggest one is Iron Outlaw. I always thought this truck looked pretty sweet. Coming out of the Bounty Hunter camp, was it 2 Extreme Racing? And this thing, it certainly went on its fair share of wild ride. Let's try to give it another one. Let's give it some gas over the pyramid. We'll try to get some big air. That is gonna do. And a nice even landing to boot. That's how you get your run begun right there. Make an impact right from the start. We'll try a little zigzag approach to our line of destruction up and over the ambulance. Just a little power wheelie out of that little wheelie, but not much. Over the pyramid, power up over the Ford logo again. We'll see what we can do. Cross thread a little over the van. Just gonna send it. I'm gonna bother lining it up. It will make way, and so will these crush cars down here. We'll send it over that too. There's another Sky Wheelie. Another fine addition to my collection. And so far, so good, but we gotta try something over the middle here. We gotta body this van. That's gonna send me over into a cartwheel, and I've blown up to boot. I have done it again. That is a time-honored tradition right there. If I don't blow up at least once in these monster truck videos, I haven't really done my job, have I? And here it is. And I've been scalped. My roof's just hanging back. That's not gonna stop me from hitting the bus. I'll do it. I'll go flying right over top of it. That is awesome. It's like I got an aerodynamic something on my roof and the afterburners are on. I'm cross-threading my face off for the rest of this run because what else do I gotta do? We got one more move left in us. We gotta cross-thread the middle here. We're going for the bus. We're flying in, dive bomb, and we're going back over again. And that is gonna do it. No save job here with a couple of seconds left on the timer. But I don't think the fans are gonna mind. I think we lift an impact they will not soon forget. Let's get this thing back on all fours here. What a freaking mess we have made of Iron Outlaw. But it fires up. What a champ. It still starts. What a hero, because we have put this thing through hell. It is ugly looking, and we're gonna go right on to the next one. Well, folks, it is fair to say I am very excited to get into this next truck and give it a go, because it is one of my favorites, not only from this era, but all time. One of Alan Pizzo's wonderful creations. It is Prowler. We're gonna have a couple of his trucks here today, but let's start with this one. Well, I gotta do a fellow Michigan man proud here. I got his truck. It looks great. It sounds great. And it's gonna get over the crush cars great. Clears that one into a wheelie to boot. And we're gonna get an off-balance landing and hit that ambulance stack with the greatest of ease. It took it like a champ. We'll whip it around for this crush car stack. We'll try to clear this one. How about that? Prowler definitely a little bit underpowered compared to some of the other trucks we've been running, but that will not come across because we're gonna use this thing to stomp on some cars like this. Why don't we just go ahead and just bully some vans? Beat those things down. We'll do the same thing up here. Come on, let's just run it, walk it right over top of it. Prowling all over this course, getting down there from the big jumps. A little scary, a little squirrely, but a little slow. There we go, knock a big dent here. We're really flattening out some of these obstacles. They're getting a little ugly. The pyramid's not, though. The pyramid's holding up well. Big flat landing right there. Did a little slap wheelie out of it. Just a tiny, tiny one. We'll try this van stack off the side a little bit. Like the looks of that. The other side of that thing is getting really crushed down. I like the looks of this bus. Why don't we try to walk it over this next? Right over there. Almost endo over the other side of it. Almost nose it in. Getting squirrely on the exit. We got to figure out what else we want to do. We want to lay down on this one more time here with 15 seconds to go. We'll give it a little bit of air. Just breathe on it a little bit. Oh, what a finish here. That was beautiful. Why not? We'll run it up the racing lane one more time. We'll do a little display of power. Show them we got a little bit in there. One last wheelie as time expires. How about that? That's perfection. We're going to hit the wall here. We're going to wreck it. Almost had a disastrous ending there, but that was a pretty Prowler-esque run, I think. I think that was fair for a truck out of the Pizzo camp. One of my favorites, too. Obviously, kind of the sister truck to the main truck, which we might see later. I should have done that little jump right there during the time. That would have been cool. And we got some two-wheel action if I don't wreck it again. Let's go get the next one before we do. Well, speaking of sister trucks and things like that, we've got a second chassis out of the King Crunch camp, this one being El Matador. This isn't the exact truck that would have ran at this show back in actual 2008 because they used that weird Fiesta-sponsored one, but I think this one looks way cooler, so we're going to run with this one. It's going to look sick out there, tearing it up. There we go. The bull's bucking its way out on track earlier. We got the return of our favorite tailgate, too. I was going to try to wheelie it up the pyramid, walk it up, but we'll walk it on exit instead, right into the next jump. Oh, that's going to send me right on my nose. That's going to send me over. We're going to the stance. Look out. Watch out. Up on the... Oh, come on. Reverse. Drop it down on the wheels. Let's go. Save that truck all day, every day. Get it in gear. Let's get back on it. We got no time to lose. If that was a real Monster Jam broadcast, they would have cut the camera to somebody else, and you would have never seen. But we got nothing to hide over here. Especially now, we got some body panels hanging off of this thing. The poor bull on the side's missing one of its horns, but it'll just have to make do, because we're going to be cross-threading in the meantime. We've got nothing else to lose. We're making it work. We already beat the crap out of the truck, so we might as well just fling it at everything. Hopefully at obstacles, not the wall like we did Prowler, but we're getting it done now. Gonna go for the pyramid again. Nice little combo of jumps, get some big air. You gotta figure out how to... I gotta start throwing some different stuff with the fans. So here we go. Smashing up the front of that van will do. See if we can come at this one a little bit sideways. We'll just send it straight up like a rocket. There we go, and drop that tailgate right down there. I know our fiberglass tailgate's not there anymore, but we won't forget about it. We will remember. We gotta give these people one last move to remember, and I think we gotta hit the big cross thread. We gotta try it. We gotta hit the one up. Can we do it? We do. We get over it safe and sound right as the clock expires. That is gonna do it. I'll take it. That was a nice, strong run for El Matador. I'm glad I'm not a judge, because we really left Reliance Stadium something to remember us by in the form of about half of our truck that we're gonna have to go pick up and take back with us. But we'll pose for the pictures. We'll rev the engine. We'll let them look at what's left of us. We'll let them admire just long enough for us to go back and get another one. Well, speaking of my favorite trucks, this is it. Can you tell who it is? Can you guess? It's the one and only. The man from Columbus, Michigan. Team Scream's flagship truck, Avenger, is here. And I gotta burn it down in this truck. I remember cheering for this truck in person when I was like 5. It's in my blood. We gotta do it. I mean, really, when you want me to rank my like top monster trucks, the 1 and 2 are always gonna be constant. It's gonna be Avenger and Snakebite. Those two have always held a special place in my heart as we get things going here. Unfortunately, Snakebite's not in this game. Whatever makes it in, I will probably die of a heart attack on the spot. It'll be tremendous. But until then, Avenger gets top billing, and we've added some fresh obstacles out here for my boy, because of course we did. We had to make that middle a little bit more menacing. That van was not cutting the mustard anymore. And should we give it a try? Should we see if it's makeable at least? Can we clear it? We didn't really clear it. We put some beatings on it. I saw a couple dents go on the side of that thing, but we made it over. Should we try to make it over the crushed cars, see if we have enough for that? This truck is actually the only one I think that I'm using today that has a 3-gear transmission, so I gotta make sure I remember that and actually get all the high end out of this thing that I can. Well, let's see. Let's really smash down on these things. Let's put a little beating on these vans. Really just mash them up. Make them regret getting hauled out here. Not that they had much of a choice in the matter, much like the Wambulance, which we're going to get over as well. Once again, up on 2 wheels, twisting that suspension up, pyramid, packing the punch once again. Spin that thing around. 20 seconds left. Should we try another cross thread? See if it's still possible with the new jump. Is it good? It's all the way good, totally. Just maybe caught a little piece of that bus, but basically cleared it backwards the other way. It may be. Oh, I don't think this is quite going to work out, and it's not. That is a very Avenger-esque wreck. Can we save it, though? No, we cannot. But once again, we're at least going to wrap it up right as time is expiring. We got it covered. That run is basically how Avenger won its last Freestyle Championship, really, and it's not too bad off. We just shed the trunk. Not too bad. It still fires up. We've got life in this thing. Hey, we will drive to the next show. We'll do what they do in some of the real ones. We'll knock the roof off of it. It'll be Avenger convertible. We'll let everybody get a good look at the bare back end of this thing. Don't get too excited now. We'll go get another truck. But I think I did Avenger proud on.
Okay, okay.